Hi, and welcome to video number 6. Today we're going to be talking about how to properly clean and care for your instrument. This is really important for you to learn along your journey of playing the flute, as it will lead you to properly cleaning and caring for your instrument and avoiding any damages that may occur. As you remember in the first set of videos, we discussed how to properly assemble and take your instrument out of the case. Well, today we are going to talk about how to properly disassemble, clean, and place back in your case to avoid any damages from happening. In every flute case, there is something that looks like this. It is usually a small metal rod with a small hole at the top. It almost looks as though it were a giant sewing needle. This tool will come in handy when it comes to cleaning our instrument. Along with this tool, you will need to get a small lint-free cotton cloth. This cloth will help absorb any moisture that is left behind in the instrument once you are done practicing for the day. We are going to take the corner of the cloth and we are going to feed it through our rod. Make sure that you do not feed too much through the rod, as it'll be too thick to pass through the flute. So once you have about 1.5 inches of cloth that has been passed through, go ahead and fold over your cloth like this. And you can go ahead and place it on the ground just like this. Next, we will grab our instrument. To take it apart, we will use the same twisting procedure as we did to assemble it. So you're going to go ahead and grab the middle joint first. You'll see like this. It's the same 2-inch that we grabbed to put it together. So go ahead and wrap your hand around it like this and slowly twist the flute like such until the head joint has been released. Make sure that you place your body and foot joint on a flat surface until we are ready to clean those sections. You can now go ahead and grab your cleaning rod and your head joint, and we will slowly twist the cleaning rod into the inside of the head joint until you feel it lightly touch the top of the head joint. Make sure that you are doing this process gently, as if you put it too hard into the head joint, you may risk damaging the cork that is inside the head joint. So simply twist this around a few times and gently pull it back out. It is also possible to clean the head joint only that you purchase a disinfectant instrument spray. You may also wash this in water. However, you must be careful in doing so because it may damage the cork that is inside. If you risk damaging that cork, it may cost you an expensive repair and it will damage the tone of the instrument and it will no longer play the same way as it would before the damage occurred. So once you are finished swabbing out the inside of your head joint, go ahead and place it back in your case the same way that you found it. It is crucial that it goes in exactly the same way because it may risk damaging the instrument. We will now go ahead and take the rest of our flute. So we have the middle joint here, the body, and the foot joint. Without pressing down on any keys, slightly twist the foot joint off of the body of the flute. You can go ahead and place the middle joint back on your flat surface. We are going to do the same thing again, where we gently twist the swab inside and collect all of the moisture that has been left behind. Once you feel as though you have collected all that moisture, go ahead and slightly twist the rod out from the foot joint. Once more, we will gently place our foot joint back in our case the way that we found it. Again, we want to avoid any repairs that may be necessary. Go ahead and now take your body middle joint part of the flute. Take it again without pressing down on any keys. Grab your swab and gently twist it into the bottom of the flute. Now, as you can see, our middle joint is much longer than our rod. Because of this, do not force your rod all the way through the other end. We will start with one end, and then we will finish with going through the other side of the flute. Having your rod in the middle like that may risk for it to get stuck, and you won't be able to take it out, and it could get damaged once more. So please take the time to swab out both sides of the middle joint and clean out all of the moisture that may be left behind. Once you have done that, please place it carefully back in the case. There is also an option to purchase a smaller cloth such as this that will help clean the outside of the instrument. This will pick up any oils that may have been left behind from your fingers, as well as fingerprints and lip prints on your flute. This cloth is much softer and will avoid scratches from happening once you wipe the outside. If you do choose to purchase a cloth like this, grab your instrument and slightly, very gently, pass over all of the keys very, very gently until all of the oil and fingerprints have been cleaned off. And place it gently back in the case where it belongs. You want to make sure that you are going as gently as you possibly can to avoid pressing down on any keys very harshly, as it may cause damages once more. To hold the joint, you can always place a finger on the inside to avoid any other fingerprints going on as you are trying to clean them off. Now that you know how to properly clean your instrument, you're almost there to knowing how to be the great flute player that you have been becoming along this journey with me. Next, we're going to talk about a few tips to help prevent injury, as well as to make you into the wonderful flute player that you will someday become. To finish off, we will just go through a few tips for success together to ensure that you will become the wonderful flute player that you have been working so hard to be. First off, it is very, very important that you don't let someone else try your instrument. Your flute belongs to you. It is yours to hold, it is yours to play. Make sure that no one else tries your instrument, as they may damage it because they do not know the policies and the procedures that you have learned along the way. Treat your instrument with respect. Bumping it and banging it into chairs, tables, walls may risk bent keys, damaged corks, damaged flutes, and scratches. So please care for your instrument, watch where you are handling it, and treat it with respect. When you are finished playing each time, put your instrument back in its case the way that we have learned together. You should never leave your flute on the music stand, both in or out of the case, and it should always be kept on a flat surface. This means never leave it on your lap while you are doing other things, never leave it on the rim of the music stand, and never leave it in a place where it is too hot or too cold or the temperatures fluctuate greatly. That will risk the metal being bent or worked into different shapes, and you may risk having to pay for more repairs to be done. Always remember to position your hands correctly on the center of the keys. If your hands aren't on the center of the keys, you may risk damaging the keys as bending them, and we wouldn't want that to happen either. So just make sure that when you're up and ready to play, that your fingers are in the center of your keys. To help you succeed as well, it is really important to stretch before, during, and after your practice sessions. As you grow through your process with learning the flute, you will be playing for longer periods of time, and that can cause injury. We want to make sure that you are healthy as can be and you are taking care of your body just as much as you are taking care of your instrument. So make sure that you are stretching out your fingers, your hands, and your wrists, as well as your elbows and shoulders to prevent any injury from occurring so that you are able to live a long, healthy lifestyle with your flute. It's also really important to continue to drink water throughout your practice session. Make sure that you have a glass with you while you are playing to drink throughout, and that you drink before and after your practice to stay nice and hydrated. This will help with any dizziness that you may feel throughout your practice as you are building up the diaphragm muscles that are required to play the flute. Make sure that you are staying healthy as well. We wouldn't want any injury to happen or for you to faint or pass out during your practice and risk injuring yourself or damaging the flute. Take care of yourself, stay healthy, and congratulations on learning this wonderful instrument. You are doing a great job and you will someday be a wonderful flute player. Keep practicing, don't feel discouraged, and keep up the excellent work.